to tell me like it is. Pretty little fears. Music to my ears.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's obviously your girl Thandi Gama. If it's your first time on this channel, then welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Obviously this is another foundation review because I realized that the last foundation review that I did is around about 3 months ago, and it was more of high end, so I got excited when I finally received a drugstore foundation, which I was like also dying to try. So I'm obviously trying the L'Oreal Infallible foundation for you guys, and I will be doing full day wear test. So if you're interested in seeing how this foundation sits on my face and how it lasts, then stay tuned. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the two shades that I got. I'm not quite sure if they are my shades, but we have cappuccino in 210 and we have toffee caramel in 220. So I'm just going to do swatch these on the side of my face. I really think the toffee is going to be my shade. Okay, that's the toffee. It's still a little bit light, but we'll just try it just for this video. And this is the cappuccino, which is definitely lighter than this one. Okay, so this one, wow, they only wrote the color on the lid and they don't write it at the bottom. So if you have both and you mess up the lids, you're in a bit of trouble. So I'm gonna wipe this off. Okay, so this foundation does have its own base and a primer. So I'm gonna start with the Infallible mattifying primer. So this feels, I don't know how to express it, but this feels close to the baby, is it Poreless Skin baby something from Maybelline? So like when you put it on, it feels like that. I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's sinking into my skin. I can still feel it. I don't know if I should just put on my foundation like that. But anyway, we're gonna go on and we're gonna stroke a couple of them. And then I'm just gonna be using my stippling brush to blend all of that out. There is still, I can still see most of my skin visible here, so I am gonna go ahead and add more foundation over there. I can say that I definitely love the undertone. This is not too orange. I have used the Infallible foundation in the past and it was very orange on my face, so the undertone wasn't that great, and I know they've redone that with the other ones as well, so I'll probably also try get that one and try it out. I'm still applying a little bit more, and then this will be the last think. So this is almost like, if you compare it to foundation, it's almost like you're saying you're doing 2 pumps. So you need 2 pumps of this. I don't know if I can highlight with this. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna mix this with my concealer off and finish off the rest of my face off camera, and then we're gonna sit and have a chat and tick all the boxes and see if the foundation sits well or not. Okay guys, so this is what the foundation looks like when my face is officially done. Just on the package on itself, there are no claims, but I see it does say here it's an infallible stick sculpting contour stick foundation. So I'm guessing that you can also use this as your contour colors or your highlighting colors, because I do know that I prefer contouring with the contour stick lately. So I use the black opal contour stick, and that's worked really great for me. So I like the creamy texture of this foundation. I guess it would work perfectly. It blends well, because sometimes, you know, when you apply your concealer to your foundation, sometimes it really doesn't sit well. This sits well with my contour. If you can see, I've highlighted, I've contoured, and there are no harsh lines. I do like the color match. I actually think I could go a shade darker. I always prefer going a shade darker lately, especially we're about to hit December. I do know this is not going to sit well with me 2 weeks after me hang around the pool or anything like that. So I would definitely go a little bit darker, but if you contour or anything like that, it should be fine. If you can see this and this, I look a bit more tan here, so I prefer, I would have loved to look more tan on my face as well. So obviously, if this is your first time on my channel and this is your first foundation review that you're watching, then I am gonna do a long way test throughout the day and see how this foundation holds. But for now, I can say I love it. I can already compare it to my black opal foundation stick, because that's the only other foundation stick that I've tried, and I think both of them wear pretty much the same. I think this one is not as like thick as the black opal. It's more breathable, so that's a plus for me. And based on it being able to blend with other products, that's another plus for me. But I will see how this lasts throughout the day. If it starts to wear off around like my smile lines or my nose, or if it gets too oily, then obviously we have a problem. But I have set my foundation with this infallible fixing mist, so hopefully this will get through the day. So if you love this foundation review, just stick around to see how long it lasts. Okay, hi guys, so it's about 6 hours later and it's dark obviously, and I'm not in the proper lighting, but I'm gonna go to that now. You can see smile lines, a bit of smile lines, which happens with every other foundation, but it's still intact. I'm not oily, I don't look so bad. So I'm gonna go in front of the box light and show you. Luckily I'm at a friend's house who has a box light, so I'll show you just now, 1 sec. Okay, so you guys can see it's not that bad. It's in front of the box light, but like super bright, but the foundation is still intact. So the last review will be when I get home later. Hi guys, so I've basically been wearing this foundation for 10 hours. I'm home now and I put it to the ultimate test. Me and everyone were having like a hell of a time. We're dancing. I don't have many smile lines, like it's still intact. Like even everyone was like, you know, you haven't broken a sweat. Like I'm even still out of breath. That's how much dancing we're doing. Like I'll even like maybe insert a little clip of how wild it was over here. Like it was super bad guys, but this foundation has stayed intact. So like it literally ticks all the boxes for me. I thought it was too light, and throughout the day it's managed to blend in with the rest of my body, so that does well. That's a yay from me. Obviously this lighting is not that great, but it's great. I love the foundation. Obviously it's not like it sort of like starts to wear off. It's not like super full coverage. You'd have to build it up like super to cover like if you have like these marks like me, but I really don't ever like cover my marks to the max, so I'm good with it. But I'm happy with the foundation, so I love it. Okay, so if you love this foundation review,